Hello there, I'm John McLauchlan. Welcome to another video. So if this is the first time you visited my channel, then please subscribe, and if you get some value from this or any of the videos on this channel, then give us a thumbs up. Really appreciate that. All right, today we're going to be talking about My Lead Gen Secret and how to incorporate ClickBank products with your My Lead Gen Secret. My Lead Gen Secret, let me tell you, first of all, it's something that I've been doing for over 4 years. And it's produced consistent results. Now, if you're doing some research in relation to My Lead Gen Secret, as I always say, My Lead Gen Secret sometimes comes in for some people who love the system and people that don't like the system at all. So it comes in for some abuse sometimes. And the reason for that is because of the quality of the leads. The quality of the leads are lower end quality. You always get what you pay for in terms of leads, but with My Lead Gen Secret, they're called co-registration leads. Okay, co-registration leads essentially are people who have ticked a box within the niche. The niche that the My Lead Gen Secret leads are in is the BizOp niche. Okay, so if we're promoting anything on ClickBank to do with the BizOp niche, make money online, then they're the audience. But they're people who have said yes, give me some more information from your third parties, and they're called co-registration leads. And what happens with My Lead Gen is that sometimes you get bots, sometimes you get duplicates, but essentially you do get people on there who go on to become leads and customers for as long as you're marketing to them. So what happens is, as I always say, if you sign up to My Lead Gen Secret, you get 100 leads every single day. They accumulate in your account. So first day you'll get 100, the next day you'll have 200 leads to email to, and 300, and so on. Okay, the way you increase your leads is you can refer somebody to the program, and My Lead Gen Secret will give you a bonus of 100 leads per day. Plus they'll give you $5 commission for bringing somebody in. So it's low ticket, but it's a good deal. Okay, and it's one of those things where, what is the secret to marketing? Well, the secret to marketing is doing something consistently over an extended period of time, and that's exactly what My Lead Gen Secret is. And the reason I like using it is because it gives me collateral. Okay, and obviously, if you're just getting started with marketing, one of the most frustrating things is, okay, I've got this great product, I want to go and promote it, but who do I promote it to? How do I get leads? How do I get traffic? And My Lead Gen Secret is one of those systems that allows you to get traffic. It allows you to get leads, 100 buyer leads every single day, with the benefit of, getting a bonus by referring somebody to the program. The other thing you can do, and I'm going to mention this, and I always mention this in my Lead Gen Secret videos, is that you can refer yourself. Okay, so let me tell you straight up, it's going to cost you $30 per month for one account. Okay, first month is a $30 setup fee, so the first month is going to cost you $60, and then $30 every month thereafter. Okay, now depending on your budget and depending on how you find the system, what I always recommend start with one account and do what a lot of people do. I've done this, where you can chain your accounts together, and unlike a lot of affiliate systems, My Lead Gen Secret allows you to be an affiliate for yourself. So you can refer yourself using your link. I'm going to show you how to do that. You also get the bonus leads from that. Okay, and what I've done, I've chained together 5 accounts. Okay, so I'm spending $150 a month on 5 accounts. I'm emailing to these people every day, or around every day, sometimes the weekend. I sometimes have a bit of a rest on a Sunday. And what I do, I send people to ClickBank, and that's what I'm going to show you today. In a previous video, I showed you how I send people to my YouTube videos and different offers and different things that I do. My tip of the week, not my tip of the week, my newsletter. I send them my newsletter, and as a result, I get tons and tons of opt-ins and customers and clients just from emailing consistently every single day. Okay, so what you can see in front of you, okay, this is My Lead Gen Secret. This is one of my accounts, and this is my #1 account. This is the very first account that I got, and let me put these on. I got this account over 4 years ago, and what I did with my second account is this is your referral link. Okay, so if you're doing any communications to your leads and you want people to if you want to refer people to My Lead Gen Secret, then you can give them this link. And if I just copy this link, okay, so copy that, paste that into a new tab, and what this is you referring yourself. Okay, so if you want to stack the accounts and get 2, 3, 5, some people have got 10 accounts, okay, and what I would say is make sure you do something, or obviously it's common sense, but make sure it fits within your marketing budget. Never push yourself too far, okay, with the thought of, okay, well, it's okay because I've got 10 accounts, so eventually I'm going to start getting some sales and I'll be able to cover my costs. Never do that with online marketing. Always be in a position where you can cover your costs for as long as it takes before this takes off. And I got my first sale, my first account, after about 3.5 weeks. And yeah, it's a really good feeling when you get those bonus leads, you get the $5, recurring commissions every month, and those then accumulate over time, and you can do very well with it. And some people have done very well with this system just by referring the system. And the other thing you've got to consider is that you can get leads in from My Lead Gen Secret, and then you can then email those leads about My Lead Gen Secret, and then they can become affiliates. So you've got this constant cycle of leads coming in, and you're able to then promote the My Lead Gen system or whatever you want. Okay, you can do whatever you want with these leads. Okay, and one final thing is that with these leads, you want to keep them inside the system. So the My Lead Gen system is where you email those leads, and that's what you want to do. You don't want to take those leads away from My Lead Gen and put them into your GetResponse or your Aweber account, because they are co-registration leads, and Aweber will fly the red flag, and they will give you a warning and they'll shut you down. Okay, and even to a point where I've done a promotion within my email account, my usual email account, and they said we don't want anything to do with My Lead Gen or co-registration leads. So you can't even promote it through some platforms, okay, which I think is a bit wrong, but that's the way it is for some. So just be careful. Okay, so here we go. So this is the back office of My Lead Gen Secret, and what I'm going to do, I'm going to log into, in fact I'm already logged into my back office in ClickBank. So sometimes I'll use ClickBank, sometimes I'll use JVZoo, sometimes I'll use Warrior Plus, and I kind of spread everything out. Some people have got excuse me a minute. Some people have got a system, let me just turn this off. Some people have got a system whereby all they do is they just email ClickBank every single time, and they have a nice income from ClickBank, and that's all they use My Lead Gen Secret for. Okay, and that's what we're going to show you today. So go into ClickBank, so clickbank.com, and if you haven't got an account, just go to clickbank.com, get yourself an account. It's free. And one thing I like about ClickBank is that, unlike something like I think Warrior Plus, where you need to be approved to promote the products. Okay, one of the things about ClickBank is that you've got instant approval to everything that ClickBank have. Okay, and it gives you that flexibility and the freedom to do stuff. And I kind of like that, because it's really good for new people. There's nothing worse than trying to put an email together. Please, can I have approval? Well, how many sales have you made? Well, I'm brand new. No. And you think, well, how do I get started? So it can be frustrating. So ClickBank just allows you straight in. So what I do is I go to, I'll show you this in a minute. This is my back office, but go to Affiliate Marketplace. Okay. Then what we're going to do is go to e-business and e-marketing. Okay. Now there are lots of different niches on ClickBank, but one of the things is the My Lead Gen Secret leads are in the BizOps space. Okay. And a lot of people have tested it with health and fitness, and what else have we got? Self-help, home and garden, the whole thing. Okay. But what you want is e-business, e-marketing. I'm going to click on that. Okay. When your result comes up, you want rank high to low. It used to be gravity score. Okay. And essentially what you can see in terms of a list are all the top producing products on ClickBank, and that's what you want. And the reason these are the top producing, or one of the reasons why these are the top producing products on ClickBank, is because a lot of people who have My Lead Gen Secret are using this system, and they're using these products to promote My Lead Gen Secret, and because it works, it really does work. And one of the great things about this is that in addition to getting recurring incomes from My Lead Gen Secret, some of the products on ClickBank you can also get recurring income from. Okay, so that's really powerful. So this is the sort of thing that they go for. And I've tested this, as I said before in my previous video. I've tested My Lead Gen Secret with all kinds of different things. I mean, literally everything over the past four plus years. And these little things, live chat jobs, get paid to use Facebook. So come in, we'll show you how to get a job, using Facebook, Twitter, social media, reviewing apps. That's a really good one, by the way. These are the things that really work. So here's what you do. Okay, you go and get your My Lead Gen Secret account. Okay, and literally you can do that in 10 minutes. And as soon as you pay for your account and you get it all squared away, they'll give you 100 leads, and they'll give you 100 leads every 24 hours. Okay, then what you can do, go over to where it says my chat jobs, my live chat jobs. Okay, I go promote. Okay, what I do, I put my nickname in there. Okay, and my tracking ID, I just put ML and the date 1909. Okay, and then it generates me a hop link. Okay, so what I do, I'll copy this and I'll stick this in a notepad. All right. There's a notepad, look. So that's what the link looks like. And one of the things, ClickBank have made a few changes recently, and one of the things that they've changed is the way the links are formatted. Okay, so I wouldn't worry about it too much if you're just getting going, but essentially this is just a what do you call it? Encrypted link. All right. So I want to get rid of that. So the next thing we want is the affiliate page. So we're going to click on the affiliate page, and one of the things, first of all, you're already approved. Okay, so that's really good. And there's all kinds of information. I mean, they provide so much information for you to go out there and promote this product. But what we want the email swipes. Because My Lead Gen Secret obviously is an email platform. We go to email number 1, okay? And look at that. That's all done for us, okay? Everything is done. So here's the thing. If you're brand new, okay, all you want to do is copy this, okay, and paste it into your My Lead Gen Secret account, okay? Now you want to maybe have a look at the different types of email subject lines, because if everyone just copies and pastes straight away, like verbatim, word for word, then there's so many people going to be getting the same emails. So maybe just, this is where testing comes in. Test the emails, test what works, test what doesn't work, and you've got to be consistent with this. That's really, really important. Every single day, maybe exclude Sunday if you want to, but every single day, email. And it doesn't matter what you do in marketing. It doesn't matter how good you are. It doesn't matter how good you are at doing videos or copy or anything else. If you're not consistent, you're not going to make it. All right, that's as simple as it is. There are people out there who, and I'm quoting somebody here, when they said, they're a brain cell short of a brick, but because they're doing it consistently every single day without fail, they get results. All right. And that can sometimes frustrate people who are, competent with, being able to write good copy, but they're not consistent. So you've got to be consistent. So here, what we do, we're going to copy this. I'm going to copy all that, and I'm going to paste that into my notepad. I'll just copy this subject line. So you can see the way this says 37 per hour. Okay. Now I'm going to show you what does work fairly well with these types of subject lines. So let's go back to My Lead Gen. I think that's we'll go back to this one. All right, mailing system. I'm going to copy all of them. Okay. I don't know if I've mentioned or if you know, but when you get your 100 or 200 leads a day, they will accumulate over time, and then up to a point where you've got 200,000 leads in your account, and the system is kind of, it's not throttled, but the system won't allow you to send any more than 200,000 leads at any one time. So as you can see here, I'm sending 200,000 of 286,200, and that's how many people are actually in my account right now. All right, so what we're going to do, we're going to in fact, what I'm going to do, I'm going to load in yesterday's email, and the reason I do that is because it keeps all the formatting for the email. So what I like to do, I like to keep my emails short and condensed, okay? And that's really important for when people always assume that your My Lead Gen Secret leads are cold leads, okay? That's really important, and then use them as cold leads. So you want the emails to be condensed and quite short and to the point, because essentially what they do is they scan emails. Okay, they'll scan real quick, and is this really worth me looking at? Is it really worth clicking? And that's what people do. So you want to keep it really as simple as you can. And one of the things I do, I'll just go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 0. I'll copy this and I'll paste it in 4 times. 2, 3, 4. Okay, and I'll keep all my words within the parameters of these numbers. Okay, some of them might straggle a little bit, okay, but it just makes it easier for the recipient to look at it and read it. And you know, I've tested this as well. If you I mean, this is what I used to do, is do these really big emails, okay, where it's all the way across the page, and yet obviously people open it on their phone, it's going to be, you know, optimized for the phone use, but on a desktop it's going to be all over the page, and I found it's easier for people to read it just within the parameters of these numbers. So let's go and copy. I'm going to copy the email from there. So this is, I'm copying the email from ClickBank, and let's optimize it. So when you want to go down to the next paragraph with My Lead Gen, what you need to do, because you're making it condensed, you want to click on Shift and into there. So, and it'll take away the paragraph spacing. So you can see that's gone a little bit over, but it's a full sentence. So I'd rather keep the question mark. Okay, and then I'll just. So another little tip for doing cold traffic is when you format your emails, you want like a 3-1-3-1-3-1 paragraph style. Okay, so what I've done there is, it's just sometimes it works out and sometimes it doesn't work out. Okay, so I've got 3 lines, and then I'm going to go to 1. So it's going just past it a little bit. So I might just put that there. Okay, so 3, 1 and a tiny little bit. Okay, but what it does, it gives your paragraphs little chunks, so people can look at it and then look at the next bit, and then hope they'll read it a little bit easier than having like a War and Peace type email. So we'll to there. Right. Okay. So that's the email as it was, or as it came off ClickBank, and you know what? It looks a little bit long to me. It's a bit War and Peace-ish. So let's go and preview it and just have a look and see what they're saying. Okay. So and the other thing as well is that some people will say just copy and paste them straight in, no messing about. But it depends on you, and what you want to do is try and just look at it very basically, if that's the right word. There's 2 thoughts really behind this. Number one, you want it to be congruent with you and your brand, but at the same time you also don't want to change the email too much, because the email wording and the copy style is congruent with the landing page. Okay, so if I show you this, so there's the, so let me show you the landing page. So we just copy them. So that's what the landing page looks like. So when people from MyLeadGen click on your link, this is what they see, and this is all coded towards their geolocation, so it will change wherever they are in the world with a different flag. So that's essentially, this copy is pretty much congruent with the copy in the email. So you don't want to change it too much because you don't want to ruin that congruency, but at the same time you still want to make it a bit more brandable to you. And sometimes when you go through these emails, the English isn't particularly good. Okay, so again, just look at that as well. Okay, so let's read it. So, do you want to take your online job from virtual to reality? Now's your chance if you're looking for a fun and rewarding way to make money from home. Live chat assistants are in huge demand worldwide right now. These are no ordinary jobs. They involve answering customer questions, providing sales links and offering discounts, which means a lot of opportunities for growth in this field. The hours will vary each week, so there are always times when it will fit your schedule, even if you already have another job. We don't require any qualifications on the device, blah 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 blah. As long as you can follow instructions and work independently, have a reliable internet connection and work from your country, this could be the perfect opportunity for you. Okay, that kind of reads okay, to be quite honest. Yeah, okay, let's sometimes I don't read, that reads fairly well. So what I do as well is I like to format the email. So some people like to put bold letters in, some people like to put underlines in. What I tend to do is just put capitals in. Okay, so things like huge demand. Don't overcook it, like, yeah, you don't want to do too much, but just the odd. See right now, so the huge is standing out. So what you've got that chunk here. Okay, that is more readable just because you've made huge in capital letters. So don't just right. So where it says complete your application, remember that that link I took from earlier? Okay, so this is my notepad. I'm just gonna copy this, put it on the screen. I'm gonna go on that, and then hit the hyperlink, paste. That should, yeah, that's HTTPS. That's okay. I'll just bring that back to there. So yeah, that's it. That's really it. And one thing I noticed with this email is that the email was fairly well written, and it wasn't hypey. It wasn't kind of over the odds. So I didn't overdo it with the capital letters. Sometimes if you put too many bold letters in or underlines, it can just seem a bit spammy. And the other thing about that as well is that if you put too many links in, and I always just put one link in, sometimes I put two, and the other thing I'll do, I'll capitalize the first word of each one just so it stands out a bit more and it makes it look a little bit more official looking, and bold it. There we go. That's bolded it, just stood it a bit more. So again, with the formatting, I always put my speak soon or talk soon, something like that. Always put my full name in. I put my image in there, and again, I've tested the images with different things, and I always think kind of casual, smart casual, depending on what your brand is, always works fairly well. And I always hyperlink this to the myleadgensecret link that you saw originally. So I'll put a hyperlink, because what people tend to do is they'll be kind of interested in who you are if you put your picture in. And I always recommend putting a picture in. You need to get people to know, like, and trust who you are. Okay, particularly if you're do this on a consistent basis. So if you look at that, if I click on this and I show you the hyperlink, so it goes to johnmclaughlin.co, the myleadgensecret, and I've just coded that with a source code or with a source tracking, source equals image. So when I look at my tracking, I know that people have clicked on the image to get to the page. All right, so I'll leave that in permanently. Put Facebook link in, put a YouTube link in, and then a PS. Okay, there's always a PS that goes back to My Lead Gen Secret. So if they're not interested in the ClickBank offer, then they can click on this and just find out a bit more. And what I do on that page is I just give people a tutorial pretty much like what you're watching here, and I go through My Lead Gen Secret. So let's preview this. So again, that looks quite nice. Okay, maybe that's a little bit too far away, but that'll be okay. Click on there. That's going to take people through to the landing page. Okay. So
how does getting paid 25?
There we go. My favorite presenter in the world. So again, when I tell you what, I looked at this landing page, right, and I thought this guy's really creepy looking. All right, sorry guy, whoever you are. Okay, but it looks a bit weird, and yet the page converts massively, and this page has made millions and millions of dollars. Okay, so this guy, sometimes he must know what he's doing. But again, when your leads go to this page, they'll look at this video. Okay, they can get started by how much do you want to earn, and this is kind of quite clever. This is what we call the commitment and consistency theory. So rather than say put your details in and sign up, okay, they're asking questions. Okay, and what people do is they go, okay, I'm going to click a link. Okay, so you're going to click. So how much do you want to earn? Well, how much do you want to earn? Okay, well, I'd like to earn a full-time income of $1,000 a week. So I'm going to click on there. Okay, I like that. Oh, what's this? Okay, what type of device do you have? Oh, I've got a desktop. Okay, so I'm clicking. So what the page is getting me to do is getting me to click. Okay, and it's getting me to click. Okay, so with small actions lead to bigger and more commitment. So it's the commitment and consistency theory. This is just very basic psychology. So you probably know that years ago people would have an opt-in form, and then the opt-in form changed to a button. So people would click the button and then the opt-in form would pop up. Okay, and that increased conversions because it forms part of the commitment and consistency theory. So, and that's what they're doing here. So really clever. Do you have and I'll just show you what this happens. So you're clicking away. Okay, we like Facebook.
An hour to reply to Facebook comments.
Okay, and then it will divert. Because we're already committed and we've clicked it, we want to know, okay, what's going to happen now? Okay, and then we can put our details in and we can join, or we can click here to get started. And as I said, there's a button, there's your opt-in. So really clever stuff, and it's really this stuff does really work. Okay, so that's what we've done. So we've done all that. We've done our email, and what we're going to do, we're going to click on perfect timing, and we're done. Click on send email. Okay, now once we've sent our email, what I tend to do, okay, is I go, rather than reformatting and recopying and pasting everything into your different accounts, what I do, I go to source, okay, and I just click anywhere, doesn't really matter. All right, then I'll hold down the control and it'll be copy, C, okay, oh no, sorry, press control down, press A, and then press C. Okay, and that copies everything to my clipboard. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to get a new clipboard or a new notepad. Okay, right click and paste, and that copies in all the HTML, and it's all formatted to the same formatting. It's got the same formatting, it's got the image in there, it's got the links, it's got everything. Okay, so I don't have to worry about having to mess about. Then all I'll go and do, this is taken from ClickBank. So chat for cash, John, ? Yes please. Okay, so when I said about that, there we go. So this pre-header, this $37 an hour. Okay, a lot of people are making sort of $10, $18 an hour, maybe a bit more. So $37 an hour is like another kind of level, and it kind of piques people's interest in a subject line. But what I tend to do is, I mean, I can copy this and just show you. We'll go back to the mailing system, okay, and I'll put it in brackets, put straight brackets like that, 37 an hour. There. So that's it, 37 per hour, chat for cash. So it'll be chat for cash, John, yes please. Okay. We'll try it. Okay, so sometimes you look at a headline or a subject line and you go, is that really going to work? You know, and we can, you know, look at different free software out there where you can test the headline and see what kind of emotional response it'll give it a rating. Okay, and I'll probably show you that in a different video. But sometimes the best thing you can do is curiosity. Okay, I remember when I first started doing this, somebody said, okay, try this for a subject line. It was something like talking about like pink fairies, and it was really odd. I didn't understand it, but it got loads of opens. But at the same time, what you've got to be careful of is that your subject line piques people's curiosity and interest, but also then leads into an email that is congruent at the same time. And the congruency then goes to the landing page of the offer. So you've got to be quite careful in that it isn't like just pure clickbait, all right? Because people get really annoyed with that. And I'm sure, you know, you've done clickbait before or been a subject of clickbait, particularly if you go to, you know, some YouTube videos where, you know, they've got, you know, Mike Tyson taking on an old granny or something, you know, and it's like, here we go. And it's just pure clickbait to get people to open the video. And people watch it, you know, people get into it. So it does work, but you know, what you've got to think about is that you're building a brand, you're building your reputation, and you want to build your reputation based on a good reputation, not for being a real pain, you know, and misleading people into doing something they don't want to do, because that really gets people's backs up. All right, so I'll go with that. Okay, so we'll put this in. $37 an hour, chat for cash. That's it. Okay, so we're going to go Control A. So covers everything, and then Control C. And then what we're going to do is we're going to go to our account number 2. And then it's just, the process is really simple. So go mailing system. I'm going to select all the leads. 118,700 leads in this one. Okay, and I'm going to right click, I'm going to paste this in the subject line, and it'll only paste a certain amount of characters because it is limited. So all I've got to do is just take that away. Okay, so that's the subject line in. I'll go to source. Okay, again, click anywhere, Control A, and then Control V, and that's it in. So I can click on source, take away that subject line. Okay, just notice something there. So that's it. That's it all exactly the same as it was for the previous one. Okay, I'll just notice something here. So chat for cash, John. I'll just I'm gonna take that out. So the first name fix. Right. Okay. Yeah, that's better. Okay, so let's go and preview that and just see what it looks like. So 37 hour chat for cash, John, with a question mark, yes please, with an exclamation. Okay. Yeah, okay, there we go, that's it. Right, we'll go and send that email. Okay, perfect timing, send the email, and then what we'll do is we'll go to, let's see, in fact, let's duplicate this. Duplicate this, we'll go to account number, yeah, we'll look at this one. Account number 4. I'll show you this one more time, because obviously, you know, there's no point showing you again and again because it's the same process. So mailing system, select all the leads, in this one, 118,600. We're going to right click and we're going to paste that in. I'm just going to change that. That's it. Okay, source, click anywhere, Control A, Control V, and that's it in. Okay, and we'll take this out. Perfect timing. And I tell you what, I'm gonna, just before I send that, what I'm gonna show you is the, there we go, the reporting dashboard. So if you've been around ClickBank in a length of time, you'll know that ClickBank changed their system a little bit, and it got worse, and then it's improved to where it was. So I don't know what the issue was. Obviously they're improving things, but this is what this is where we are right now. So again, I use ClickBank sometimes. I don't use it all the time. I certainly, you know, use my leads all over the different places. So if I show you over the next, so what you do is it will every link that you generate within ClickBank, is tracked. Okay, it's really easy to track and check where your links are coming from. And from this is June to September, 2,000 hops. Okay, not many at all because I don't really promote this too much. 31 impressions, 1 sale, 3% conversion rate, and $63 in earnings. All right. So here's what I've found when you do ClickBank, is that when you start promoting ClickBank with myleadgensecret, you'll get a ratio. Okay, and what you'll find is, and again, this is all, you know, you different stats and different numbers when it comes to marketing, but you'll find your own. But what I found was that when I first started promoting ClickBank, I would email 10 times, 10 days straight, and I would get 1 sale. Okay, so that's with emailing every single day to ClickBank, okay, from myleadgen. Then you would do another 10 days, okay, and it may be the same, but if you're consistent, those numbers will get better. So you'll email 10 days and you'll get a sale. Then you'll email 9 days and get a sale. And I got to a point where I was emailing every 6 or 7 days and getting 1 sale pretty much consistently. And, you know, I looked at the numbers and I tracked a lot of the things, and it was just the genuine ratio of emails to sales. And one of the things is, because you're getting more leads coming in every single day, those numbers will improve for you as long as you're consistent. But what I did find is that if I got to a 7-to-1 ratio, so I'm emailing 7 times, getting 1 sale, and I missed 1 day, it went way back up. Like, it was almost like it went back up to like 2 weeks before I got a sale. You know, it was really weird, really odd. And pretty much, if you've got stats and if you keep really detailed reports about which account you've sent what to, and just make it really simple for yourself, you'll get this ratio and you'll find out what does work and what doesn't work. And it's a really interesting experiment. And apart from generating sales within myleadgen, apart from generating sales within ClickBank, it's going to make you a much better marketer for email marketer, because you're learning the trade and you're learning what it takes to convert cold traffic from a standing start. It's such an important skill to have. And what I find, or what most people find, is that, you know, email right now has been for many years and still is the #1 most trusted marketing source. Okay, and you might think, okay, maybe is it TikTok? Is it YouTube videos? Okay, the #1 thing is email marketing. Okay, and that's what most people respond to, email marketing. Okay, so that's it really. Any questions that you've got? I know I cover quite a lot of information on these trainings, but this system really works. And what I would say is, what you're going to do is you're going to send the first email on day 1. And then day 2, guess what you're going to do? You're going to send email 2 in the same way that I've just shown you. Okay, building a live chat career. This could be your chance. Okay, and then we do the same for you got 20 emails. So you've got the best part of you've got the best part of a month's worth of emails and content. Excuse me a minute. To send to your subscribers. And you've got that consistency and you've got everything done where you can literally copy and paste it and follow the same process that I did on there. So then when you've run through these emails, then what we can do, we can go back. So that's the one what I've just done. Okay, then we can move on to the next one. Get paid to use Facebook, Twitter and YouTube. Okay, so we look at that. All right, so their landing page is this. So it's online social media jobs. Again, really high converting. And what you'll find with most of these funnels is that they've always got a stack method, like a product staircase or a value ladder. Okay, so they start with something low and then you can add add-ons and upsells along the way. And it's really nice because sometimes you'll make, with the majority of these programs, you'll make an average of maybe $20 per sale. And then sometimes you'll get, $60, $70, $100 because one person's upgraded. And if they like the product, there's a lot of products in here which are recurring income, so you get a recurring income from doing this. It's brilliant, as long as you do it consistently. So if you go to the affiliate page for using Facebook and Twitter, same sort of thing where you've got everything. In fact, they're the same company. They just promote different things. So email swipes, and again, look, exactly the same. Email number one. And if you go through these, you actually realize some of them are quite well written. Some of you've got to look at, but always go through the email and scrutinize it yourself. Just make some improvements. But again, like I said, not too many improvements. Work all the way through. This one's got, say, another 20 emails. You can do banners and that sort of thing. Don't bother with banners. Excuse me. Just stick with the emails. But there's so many things you can do. Run through that for the next month. Okay. And what I generally find is that sometimes these programs go on trends. So sometimes you'll promote maybe this or maybe the previous one, or maybe write up reviews, which is, again, it's a higher converting one. And sometimes you'll make loads of sales with it. And what happens is, what happens if you get to the end of email 20 and you've made 15 sales, whatever, how many sales you've made? What do? Do you think, oh, do I promote something else or do I carry on promoting this? Yeah, what you do is, look, you go back to email one, all right, and start promoting it all again, okay, and go through it. And then you look at your stats and you go, okay, are sales dropping off? Are sales increasing? What's happening in the market? What are other people who are using My Lead Gen, what are they doing? Because, if you get on board with My Lead Gen, again, there'll be a link on the description. We provide a private Facebook group, and it's people getting involved, doing this sort of thing, doing all sorts of promotions with My Lead Gen Secret about what is working and what isn't working, different tips, different tricks. Because as email marketers, we're always testing new things, and we're always finding out what doesn't work. Okay, and you can do exactly the same. And the reason you can do exactly the same is because you're getting those leads in every single day. 100 to 200 leads where you've got something that you can work with, okay, and you can develop a daily method of operation to actually start building a real business, okay, from something that's $30 a month, okay. So that's the way it works. Works really well. It's really effective. So there we go. Okay, so that again, My Lead Gen Secret. You talk to anybody online. Some people will say it's a horrible little nasty little program with horrible leads and it doesn't work. And some people will say, well, yeah, here's my account. Look, I've just made this much money and I'm doing this with ClickBank. You've got to make up your own mind. And one of the things I would say is that you've just got to be a little bit blinkered when it comes to getting too many opinions when it comes to people online. Because I'll tell you right now, a lot of people online are solely there to distract you and keep you unhinged, okay? I mean unhinged, I don't mean like unhinged, but I mean, insecure about, what is the next step. Because most of the, well, a lot of the people out there they just want you to buy a program, okay? Buy more training, buy this, buy that, buy my new program. And what you want to be doing is just looking at the people that are getting the results, the people that are giving good information without actually saying, look, spend a fortune. My Lead Gen Secret, per account's $30. The first month it'll cost you $60, and then it'll be $30 a month. So, if $30 a month fits in your budget and you want to go ahead with it, do it. But don't do what a lot of people do, where they get involved with it and they send 3 lots of emails every month and say it doesn't work. Okay? Because a lot of people do that. You've got to be consistent with it and treat it as a business. And I don't mean that in a patronizing way. I just mean it because a lot of people have done that in the past, where they get involved with something and they just poke it with a stick and see if it still moves, and then maybe they'll send some leads, and maybe they'll send some emails, and maybe they won't, and it doesn't work. You've got to be consistent with this. All right, so if you look at the description below, you will see the page to my page. Again, if you click the button, you can put your details in and it will take you to My Lead Gen Secrets, and I'll just follow up with you to make sure you're on track. I do actually send a lead magnet, which is, it shows you what I've done with My Lead Gen, and I also provide you with some of my best performing emails in that lead magnet, and I go through this process. So it's kind of really quite valuable, and I go through the process of how to email cold leads and pretty much what you've got on this training, but I'll just provide that as a matter of course. And you'll also get access to the Facebook group as well. So if you click the link below, if you get involved with My Lead Gen, as I always say, go with one account to start with, and if you use it consistently and you can see the potential for yourself, then get as many accounts as you can afford, or that is financially viable for you within your marketing budget. Okay, but yeah, you get access to the Facebook page, you get access to me. You can ask me any questions. I'm always available, and as you can see in the description, I always put my text number and my email address, so reach out to me with any questions that you have. Okay, so do that, and again, if you got some value from this video, I know it's been a bit long, another 50 minutes one, but it's always good to get the information out there to people that are going to be receptive to it. But yeah, if you got some value from this, please subscribe to the channel and give us a thumbs up, and again, any questions that you've got, put a comment below. Just reach out to me with any questions, and if you want to get started with this, click the link in the description. It'll be the first link in the description. Get on board with My Lead Gen Secret, and just do it. Just do it and make it happen. All right, I'm John McLauchlan. We'll talk soon. Bye for now.